toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to Acrisure Stadium, home of the Pitt Panthers. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Pittsburgh Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Panthers offense will get first crack at it today. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotion.
He's going for it all. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive. Let's take just a second and talk a little Pitt. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, it's so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
The Panthers are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Looking to throw, it's Holstein. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And here comes the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So Notre Dame's offense has its first opportunity of the day. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going on.
All the cool kids are doing it after all. And you want to be cool, don't you? I mean, come on, don't you?
It's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. 2 NFL guys going at it.
Turning it on! They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Right back to the well. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Illegal blocking back.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Offense set on 1st down. They'll go to the air. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Well, the quarterback had the look he wanted. He had his big fella down here in the red zone. That's supposed to be an easy pitch and catch, but his buddy puts it on the floor.
He's got it and still on his feet. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Here's the give off the left side. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold offense.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Let's see what they've got on second down. Dropping back, it's Holstein. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Pitt will have to boot this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll call for the fair catch here. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. Big play for the Irish there, reminiscent of a Tim Brown or Rocket Ismail.
Yeah, and I'm glad you used a reference in the last 30 years, Reese. You know, just trying to find playmakers at Notre Dame, and Michael Mayer, obviously, in the recent years was a guy that you could really, really depend on. Trying to find those golden takes, those elite players out wide is something they've been missing over the last several years.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Back to pass on second down. Bring in the heat. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Well, this quarterback's already taken a couple shots from the pocket. There's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
He wants to throw it again. He's got an open man. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a first down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them move the chains, and now they're knocking on your door, first and goal.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, you know, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Defensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Back to throw, it's Holstein. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. That's caught. It's Johnson. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. Pitt will line up to punt it away. Makes the catch. But the ball pops out on the return. Bounced right back to them.
Returners only get so many chances in a game, and you really want to maximize. You want to take it to the house. You want to make those big plays. But a lot of time you forget about that small detail of securing the football. He gave it up, but thank goodness he didn't turn it over.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Well, that's a really good-looking physical run. I'll tell you, when you think of Notre Dame football, too, you think of all the great coaches they've had, Ara Parseghian, Newt Rockne, Lou Holtz. Those guys would love what they're seeing right now. 3 yards in a cloud of dust, wearing the defense down, running the football when they know you're going to do it. This is Notre Dame football to a T. Beautiful.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. There he goes. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to pass. It's Carr. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. He'll start this drive firing. Pulls it in. It's Williams. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Guys, let's talk for just a second about Pittsburgh. I'm sure you guys saw this. One of the top running backs in the country, 5-star guy, gave a verbal commitment last week. What's the expectation for him as soon as he hits campus?
I mean, you don't get 5 stars very often, and you get 5 stars for a reason, because you are a dude. He is a man-child. They want to get him in the door now. They wish they could already have him signed, but the excitement is going to really build for this young man.
Oh, they're after him. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And this has not been a good start for this offense. Like, this whole team, actually. They're already found themselves in a big hole. They're already trailing. They're going to need to throw the football, and you're going to have to protect your guy. This protection has to be better so he can make more plays.
2nd down, he'll throw it. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack, first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Pitt will have to boot this one away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. They'll move the tight end. Give to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. Hey, huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Yeah, this offense has had their way with this defense, and they've had a lot of success. And I tell you what, if this defense wants any chance of coming back, they better get physical and stop the run, because right now, this offense is having their way.
Got it in the middle. It's Love. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for space. It's Love. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. Dead center perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. LSU is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These Bayou Bengals have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they're capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Arkansas. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
And the Panthers have it with a 1st and 10. On the option. He'll toss it. Breaks into the open. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that, and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He wants to take the top off. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Breaks free. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. The give to Davis. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Pitt will line up to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. A strike downfield. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Now from inside the red zone, working that wide receiver screen. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a first half.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Dropping back, it's Holstein. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
They'll power it inside with the fullback. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Pocket breaking down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got it in stride inside the 20. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. This Pitt offense has been clicking on this drive. Gets the back moving. On the move. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On first and goal, let's see what Pitt does here. Now try to power it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Panthers. Getting set for the point after. Bangs it through for an extra point. They put together an 81-yard drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone, it's Young. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. On the run, it's Love. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Looking to throw, it's Carr. Hauls it in. Turning it on. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Because the QB anticipated that curl route so well, he got it to his receiver early against zone coverage. He had space to work with. After he caught the ball, he was able to make a guy miss and move the chains.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
Well, he's been Mr. Dependable early in this game. The first 5 attempts, all complete. Finally, the defense able to force an incompletion when they throw his way. This guy's route running his hands. It's a matchup problem, but the defense finally has something good happen.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Irish send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Picks up the first down, mark it at the 14 as they try to put up points before halftime. Unloads it left. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Got room to work. There he goes. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Panthers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking for a crease to the left. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Panthers want to move quickly. And he's just going to spike it. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Holstein. They'll run the screen. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Yeah, and you can tell he was trying to run with that football before he caught it. That slant route, you stick your foot in the ground, cut towards the QB. Those are one of those plays where he puts it on the money and you just try to make yards after the catch, but keyword being after the catch.
They get to him as he throws. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean.
Oh, he's got some space. Bulldozes his way through. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
The Panthers will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Going to the run to start this 2nd half. Got enough for the first down. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on first down, 1st and 10. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Here's the handoff. Sweet cut there. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. 3rd and short now from their own 48. Wants to throw. It's Carr. Hit as he throws. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Man, that's a big stop on this first drive. That's got to energize this defense. They didn't have a great first half. Let's just call it what it is. They could have done a lot better. But to come out, make some adjustments, get a stop on this first possession, that's a good sign for this defense.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They moved the football well in the last drive, but man, that 4th down and failing to convert there has to sting. They'll go to the ground. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
That's caught. It's Williams. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Holstein. Caught over the middle, it's Lee. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Now, 4th down.
Looking for a push on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Notre Dame has made this 2nd down play much more difficult after going backwards. Power football with the run. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Irish send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Goes to the option. Now the toss. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Scanning the field, it's Holstein. Makes the grab, it's Williams. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Big third down there for the quarterback, and he knew where his best chance was at getting that first. He found the curl route, made an accurate throw, and as a result, the offense stays on the field.
Got a man in the middle. Nice pickup there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here.
Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Handoff from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll get him down after a solid return. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Price. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on third and short. Unloads quickly. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll try the left side.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Carr. He got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Notre Dame. With that latest touchdown pass, might be a good time to mention Brady Quinn threw 6 touchdown passes against BYU. That record might be in jeopardy.
And that's a good day. If you're starting to talk about that already, you know he's spinning it. He's in the zone. He's feeling it, reading the defense, everything coming out on target. He is having himself a day.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Baylor has the lead right now, but even though we've heard sick 'em a bunch, this has been a nip-and-tuck affair inside McLean Stadium. They're up by 4 over Utah. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Ben?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. They'll leave it with him. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point, you're going to have to change your thought process.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make a big-time play.
They'll ride Davis here. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Got it set up on the outside. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
That ought to be enough to give Pitt the first down.
I know there are some people that say no. In your own territory, you punt the football, you be conservative. No, sir. 4th and 1, I'm hitting the gas. All gas, no brakes. I'm going for this. I prepared for it all week. Nice job by the offense getting the first down on 4th and 1.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. The give to the back. Breaks into the open. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the fourth quarter, you're down by a bunch of points, and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play, and you get a huge gainer. Hopefully that can give this offense the momentum they need to try to scrape and claw back into this one.
The give to the left. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
Pitt coming to the line after getting another first down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. And the Panthers are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Looking downfield is Hilton. Throws for the tight end. And he didn't squeeze it. It's loose. And he falls on top of his own fumble. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. It is perfect. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, I don't know, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The give to the back. Jukes his way for more. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Takes the handoff. It's Price. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Now on the option. Running back searching for a hole. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And he'll bring it back. And the returner goes down. Here come the Irish back on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He'll ride his man on the option. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Can't connect on his first throw.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the catch. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Irish send out the punt unit. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Looking to throw, it's Hilton. Fires to the wideout. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. Pitt will have to boot this one away. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Kick is in the air. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. They'll run it from the gun. Sweet cut there. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. Motion from the wideout. They'll give it to the back. Fighting off the defender. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting 1st down, so you have to be able to run it.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Washington. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up this scoreboard.
Finding open areas. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Out of the gun, they give to the back. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Notre Dame once backed up near its own goal line, now on the move. Here we go. Powers forward. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now 3rd and goal from the 2. There is nothing greater than a rivalry game unless you lose it. And in that case, there is nothing more miserable.
I agree, Reese. And that's why rivalry games are so great, because you take the stats, and you take the rankings, and you take the records, and you throw it all out the window. There's always tremendous effort and passion when we see these rivalry games. We certainly saw it today. And David, for this losing team, this one's going to sting for a while.
It does, but it's so strange because I always feel the same way. I'm like, there's no chance that they have a chance to upset them. But then you go, it's a rivalry game.